Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another review slash vlog because I'm going to talk about one of my current favorite book series that I just finished reading and absolutely fell in love with. So good. It's a thriller and don't really know how to explain. So, this is the book. It's called If I Run. It's the first one. One of my friends gave it to me to read, and I fell in love. Thankfully, they had already also given me the second book of the series, which was really helpful, and then I was able to get the last one because all three books are out, which is fantastic because I've read too many books where the series is not complete and it drives me crazy. Oh, so it's about this girl named Casey Cox. She's super awesome. Like, I loved her story and everything with that. She is accused of murdering her best friend, essentially, because her DNA is all over the entire crime scene, like everything, because she was the first person to find him. But from her past experience with her dad's suicide, which is actually a murder, she knows that no one's going to believe her since she was the first person to find him. Because no one believed her, 10 years before when she told everyone that her dad did not commit suicide but was murdered, but it looked like a suicide, and the dirty cops, were friends with some of the CSIs, and, you know, but as time went on, like, she finds out that he got killed because he was digging up information about these dirty cops. And her friend, who was a journalist, got involved in that, and so because of that, they killed him because he was digging too deep and finding out too much information. And the story just keeps going. And so that's like the overarching story through the entire thing, but then each book still has its own separate, like, almost kind of plot, because the main character has this need and desire to help people. And so everywhere she goes, she keeps finding these people that need help, but because she helps the people, it also puts her in more trouble and she's more likely to be found. And so it's just always this internal struggle of protecting herself, but also wanting to protect other people around her that she becomes attached to. And then the other part of the story, so there's, like the thriller, action part of the story. The other part is all about um, this private investigator named Dylan Roberts, I believe. Yes, Dylan Roberts. And he is really, really good at his job. He's ex-military investigator. I can't remember which branch. I think it was Army. So he struggles with PTSD. And because of that, it's been really hard for him to find a job, and also really hard for him to, find a job in law enforcement, which is what he wants to do. But because he was best friends with the guy that got killed back in high school, his parents come to him to help try and find Casey Cox, to track down this girl. And so the books themselves, not like every single chapter, but you go from her point of view to his point of view. And so it's just this story of development within their own personal lives, and him, you know, trying to work through the PTSD and still be able to do his job, and her trying to run away and get away from these people and not try and put herself more in harm's way, but also their relationship starts to grow. Like, they start to form this relationship because Dylan just, has this idea that it wasn't her because of what he's finding out. So it's this journey, and I love it. So the first book, like I said, If I Run by Terri Blackstock. And then we have If I'm Found and If I Live. And the story is just, it's beautiful. I loved it so much. Also, this author is a Christian author, and the way that she weaves in the gospel and their spiritual journeys as well is beautiful. Um, I have a really hard time sometimes reading Christian books because they overdo it. It doesn't flow with the story, but this totally, like, everything makes sense. It all works out really well, and it's beautiful. And that's an overview of the series and how awesome it all is. And like I said, I love it. Um, and I just couldn't put it down. I'll put links down below where you can find the books and check them out. Maybe buy them and read them. And please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all for my next video. Bye!